Welcome. It's the Illblurmatic, Matic. It's the illest blurred in the land. Welcome back to Illblurmatic. What is going on, legends? Thank you so much for commenting, liking, and subscribing. Let's get into today's new video. Today's new video is something that's going to be very interesting, something I didn't even know as a fan of this third movie. And what am I talking about? Logan. So let's talk about it. Director forced Fox Studios to make Marvel movie Logan a rated R movie. Wow. That's crazy. So let's talk about it. So the director of Logan, James Mangold, had a vision. You know what I'm saying? He had a vision of what he wanted his third Wolverine movie to be about. And guess what? He went through some things, okay? He went to the studio telling them, saying, hey, look, I want to do my third movie, and I'm not catering towards the younger audience for the Logan movie. This is more for the adults. He said, look, I want this movie to be rated R because it's going to gear towards that. And if you guys have seen the comic for Logan, it's more geared towards the adults. So it made complete sense. I love that James Mangold had the courage to tell the studio what he wanted for the third film. And you know what? That's a great thing that he did. But on top of that, he went through some issues with that. The studio at that time frame weren't trying to do rated R superhero movies. What? Oh, wow. That is crazy. They weren't trying to even like say, you know what? Let's go on this rated R route. I mean, if you think about it, I can understand because the thing is, pretty much, let's think about Deadpool was the first movie before Logan to go rated R. So I guess studios at that time, or I should say Studio Fox at that time, just wasn't a big fan of making rated R movies for superhero live adaptations. The other thing was the competition. There was a very competitive thing going on with Disney and Fox at the time. And that was the other problem too, because let's be honest, just imagine, okay? Imagine if Logan wasn't a really good movie and it flopped, okay? This is just a scenario. This could have damaged Fox Studios in a major way, okay? 20th Century Fox. And I think in a way it worked out because to me, that was my favorite Wolverine standalone film. I didn't like the other two movies. Realistically, I'm sitting there like, nah. Logan was definitely by far my favorite Wolverine movie. I am so glad that the director championed it being a rated R movie because the thing is, it to me, it probably would have been a very hard PG-13, realistically, because Marvel has been known for making hard PG-13 movies. And I'm glad that he figured out the audience before saying, y'all want to release this movie. He was gearing Logan more towards older adults. It worked. Like I said, I can watch that movie over and over and over again, and I still don't get bored with it. I thought that was, to me, I was like, man, this movie right here is my favorite out the trilogy. And it goes to show you sometimes you have to go against the grain, you know what I'm saying, and say what you got to say, whether people like it or don't like it at all. And he made sure that we got this movie. And I'm glad that that was a rated R movie over a PG-13 movie, to be honest with you. I'm like, you know what? James Mangold, you the GOAT. You is the GOAT for that. Like, you went to the studio, told them what you wanted. You said, yo, this third movie coming out, it's going to be rated R. It's going to be rated R. and literally, it worked. It was a successful movie. It did extremely well in the box office. And I think it was time for that change. Because like I said, honestly, the first two Wolverine movies just wasn't my thing. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, those movies were great. I grew bored with them. They didn't really interest me as much. But when that Logan came out, I said, this is the what? But you guys tell me in the comments, do you think Logan would have suffered if it would have been a PG-13 movie? Meaning, like, would it have been as successful with it being rated R? And my next question is, are you surprised about this untold story that the director had to go through to literally get this film to be rated R? It is a blur living in the world, guys. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing, legends. Have a wonderful day, guys. It's a blur living in the world. I'm out.